Hello people on YouTube, the Worker 360 here, and I'm back with another review. This time we actually got another Transformer review for you guys. Today we're reviewing the Transformers Dark of the Moon Toys R exclusive scan series Ironhide. I did actually bought this at Macari for a good price and stuff. Before we get started, okay, so I do want to mention this and stuff. So I did actually review the seller and stuff. So keep in mind, if you guys know how Macari works, like when your stuff comes in and stuff, when you open the package, you actually literally like review the seller and stuff, give it like a good rating, and they'll get the money like that. They don't get the money if you actually like rank them and stuff, or rate them, or review them, something like that. And which came in mind, I did review them and stuff, but I don't know why Macari literally says like review the seller, which I already did. And keep in mind, I literally review him right away when I open up the package and stuff, and I don't know what gives, right there. I don't know, Macari is sometimes weird like that. So I do hope the seller did actually he did actually get the money and stuff. But yeah, I did actually text him just in case and stuff. But yeah, anyways, let's start, shall we? So here we actually got the scan series Ironhide. Now if you guys grew up with Toys R Us and stuff, if you guys remember Toys R Us, oh man, good old days and stuff. I grew up in a good era and stuff. Like all the stuff worked good back then. I really miss the 2000s, dude. The 2000 era, in my opinion, actually have one of the best eras ever and stuff. So in the 2000 eras, if you guys know, Toys R Us mostly do exclusive and stuff. And this guy was one of the exclusives. Back in 2011, they made some multiple like Toys R Us exclusive and stuff. They actually made the scan series, which they only did one with Ironhide, Bumblebee, Ratchet, and Sideswipe. And unfortunately, I never got the rest. So little story with this figure right here. I'm gonna talk about a little story with this Ironhide right here. So keep in mind, I did actually have the original Hunt for Decepticon, but I don't have the original one anymore because it broke. So I've been wanting the this mold so badly. So I saw this one on Amazon, and believe it or not, that was literally the first thing I shop online. That's when I first started shopping stuff online. So I first started in 2016, and my first thing that I bought online was this guy. But I don't have the original one anymore, so and it's nice to actually have this figure again. The figure that actually started the whole thing, like buying stuff online. And this guy right here, the exact same color scheme and everything. So yeah, anyways, let's get started, shall we? So here we actually got the scan series Ironhide in vehicle mode, and you guys already know he's actually a repaint of the Hunt for Decepticon Ironhide and stuff. Like, here you go. See? It's really funny because like back in 2010 I did have this, in 2016 I did actually have this. But this guy, the original one, I think he only lasted in 2011, because in 2011 that's when he got destroyed. And this guy did actually have him in 2016, got destroyed in 2018. I'd rather not talk about that, But luckily I got those two again. But anyways, you can see they're actually quite repaints of each other and stuff. They're literally are the exact same figure, you can see and stuff. So yeah, they're literally are the exact same figures. Except this one actually have like clear plastic and stuff. Now yes, granted, when it comes to clear plastic, people are not really a fan of clear plastic because they can break easily and stuff. Okay, you can see underneath. That's nice. You can see the windows are actually quite different, so this is mostly gonna be just a comparison, the difference between these two and stuff, because like I don't think we'll be doing a full review because I already reviewed this guy already. So yeah, so you can see the difference. This guy actually has an Autobot logo right here. This one doesn't. This one actually have an Autobot logo right here. This one doesn't. This one actually have a clear window. Well, this one actually have a dark window right here. But yeah, you can see the difference right here and stuff. This one actually does have the red light. This one doesn't, but it makes sense, But like, you can see like the difference between these two like figures and stuff. But they look nice, Okay, we'll bring them up again soon. So yeah. So this Ironhide is literally the exact same the other one I just showed and stuff. So you can see the clear plastic and see like him scanning the vehicle. I do like the blue light and stuff and the white highlight, him scanning the vehicle and stuff. It does look nice, and I do love that a lot and stuff. It's an underrated concept and stuff in my opinion, and I do love it and stuff. Looks amazing. You see a lot of clear plastic. What I heard, one person did mention it can break easily and stuff, and I never actually had that issue when I first had the figure back in 2016. But yeah, he's worked well pretty well and stuff. But yeah, look at the comparison here with the original figure right here. But yeah. Anyways, transformation time. I haven't transformed when I first got him, like today and stuff. Which and again, I already know how to transform and stuff because I do actually have the other mold right here. So let's transform it, shall we? Okay, so first things first, you want to like get these like get everything lined up. Get these out of the way right here, like so, and next you could just do, okay, move it up right here, move it up like this right here, get the legs out of the way. Okay, I think we'll get the doors right here out of the way right here, get the feet out of the way, smooth the feet out and stuff, move these right here, and this right here you gotta like move it down like this. Repeat the exact same thing from here. There we go. Okay, let's move it up right now. So first thing first, let's get the whole thing out of the way, and you want to move these arms right here, and repeat the exact same thing from here. Okay, let's get these out of the way and get the head out of the way right here, like so, and all right, get these arms right here out of the way, like that, and let's get the chest ready and stuff. Repeat the exact same thing from here from the chest. Okay, let's put the wheels down right here. Like so, and there we go. Oh, we're done? Okay, let's put them down right here. There we go. So are we done? Yes, we're done. So yeah, we're done. Okay, let me just get the smokestack right here. There we go. So yeah, we're technically done. So, hey, we actually got the Transformers Dark of the Moon Toys R exclusive Ironhide and his robot mode. Now, keep in mind, literally the exact same figure and stuff. Everything about the figure is literally the exact same thing from this guy right here. So, yeah. Like that, the whole reason why I bought him, because like I actually miss having this figure and stuff, and plus having these two figures there. In my opinion, this actually has to be the most underrated Ironhide figure ever. He's actually not quite rare and stuff. He's easy to find. Yeah, I can actually give him a good price on maybe on eBay, maybe Macari, like if they do like restock him, any sale that actually do restock him, I do highly recommend getting him and stuff. Now granted, I know he's not Studio Series level and stuff, but some people are saying this guy's actually a lot better than the Studio Series Ironhide and stuff. But I still prefer the Studio Series Ironhide, but you can actually put him with the Studio Series figure. Now granted, he does not scale well with Ratchet and stuff, unfortunately, because Ratchet's actually a lot taller, which Ironhide is supposed to be a lot taller than yeah. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? So you can see the only difference the figure actually has, like I just realized he's actually a lot more glossier. Like he's like this shiny black he is. I do love it. Now unfortunately, I think he actually still suffers. Yeah. Still suffer from like every time you move the arm and this whole chest comes off. Ignore the noise in the background, it's just my dog scratching. But yeah. Anyways, for accessory, he does actually come with this the gun chart that he used in the game, so it is actually a lighter black and stuff, because this figure right here is actually more a darker black. Well, this one's actually more lighter black, and I do kind of like this color scheme better and stuff. So he does actually have all these okay, I don't know why my dog's scratching the carpet and stuff, but anyways, so it does actually have this clear like paint job and stuff. You see, he's literally all clear and stuff. Like right here is actually all clear and everything and stuff. And the back yeah, you actually have some a lot of clear like stuff right here. Hey, look at the I don't know if it's me, but maybe the chest paint is actually quite different, the paint job and stuff, and I do actually like the paint job on the chest and stuff. It does look amazing and stuff. So the feet, they're actually coloring this light gray and stuff, and I do kind of like this more than this gray paint right here. It's actually quite nice, you know, and I do love it and stuff. Okay, you know what? Let me transform this guy over here to show the comparison. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to pause it right here, so let me just pause it real quick. Anyways, just getting done now and stuff, so here we go. So, there we go. And let me just put them down right here, like so. So yeah, you can see, like I'm saying, there's literally some differences. Literally, there's some like difference between these two. So here's the thing. The silver paint right here is like, it's kind of like more like a silver and blue mixed together. I mean, that's how I see it. Maybe it's just me, or maybe I'm just colorblind and stuff. I'm not sure. It kind of looked like silver mixed with blue and stuff. And again, it does kind of look bluish, kind of. Well, it's kind of bluish silver and stuff. But maybe it's just me, or I'm just colorblind. I'm not sure and stuff. This one right here, the paint, when it comes to the silver paint, I do like this better and stuff. And look at that. It looks a lot more cooler and stuff. And yeah. And keep in mind, he does actually have a different type of black paint and stuff. So maybe it's just me, but like this one actually has a more like a regular black paint. This one actually more like a shiny black paint and stuff. But yeah, head sculpt wise, okay, yeah. So head sculpt wise, this one actually has more of a silver paint, while this one like it's just standard. You can barely see the eyes painted in it as well. This one actually does have the painted in eyes. But yeah, look at that. Like I said, the gun turret right here is literally the exact same percent. The paint job is different. This one's a darker black, while this one's actually a lighter black. The cannons right here, yeah, look at that. Here's the difference. They're literally the exact same figure and stuff. And keep in mind, I got this guy for $11, and I got this guy for like $10, so I got a good deal off of these two. And it's funny, I literally got these two figures in the exact same year. Got them like a couple months ago, got them like today and stuff, but yeah. Articulation wise is literally quite the exact same between these two figures. So I'm not gonna show off the articulation and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, for comparison, yeah. Here's these two Ironhide right here. Yeah, you guys can really tell right now, I'm actually a huge fan of Ironhide, especially the Babers one. To me, the Babers Ironhide has always been my favorite. That's why I actually have multiple of the Babers Ironhide. I do actually have the 07 Voyager, and these two right here, and the Studio Series one. But yeah, and also the little RPN one. I do actually have two. Yeah, you guys can tell I'm a huge Ironhide fan. I would love Ironhide when I was a kid and stuff. It used to be Jazz, but now the Ironhide. Well, oh man, I remember back in 2011, like seeing my favorite character die in the big screen. I remember like I was actually heartbroken to see that in the big screen. But yeah, you can see these two. Look at that. That's cool. I don't know which one's better and stuff. Now we're kind of like, when it comes to paint job wise, it's hard to tell which one's actually a lot better. Now without the clear paint, this one actually wins the cake. But when it comes to the silver paint, this one takes the cake. If you guys wondering, can I just like swap the parts and stuff? I don't think so. I mean, I think you can actually swap the parts, but it's probably gonna be difficult, so I'm not gonna bother to do that. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here and stuff. So it's mostly just me comparing the two figures and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, let me move them out of the way. If you guys actually want a Babers Ironhide, I recommend getting this and stuff. He does scale well with Studio Series and stuff. Even though like he kind of out of scale with some of the characters, but he does scale well with Studio Series and stuff. So I do highly recommend him. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here and hope you guys enjoy this video. Love, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.